Man, it was a good win. That's a good team in the other locker room. And they've been playing well all year, and so for our guys to find a way, especially when we didn't shoot the ball well. We started shooting better in the second half, but again, this is why we're pressing our guys to defend and to be physical defensively, because we have to be able to find ways to win games when that shot's not going in. And today was another day that was evident of it. The same with the last game. We shoot 42% from the field and we shoot 28% from the three-point line. That's a loss for us last year. To be able to hold a really good offensive team, to under 100 points on 44% from the field and 23% from the three-point line, again, is who we want to be. I know we can shoot the ball. The shooting's going to come. Where I'm going to continue making our guys, where I'm going to continue pressing our guys on the defense end of the floor. And we had a lot of guys step up on that end of the floor, starting with Keon. I mean, SGA is an unbelievable player. And to get your, just maybe his second start, and say you got to take SGA and do the job that he did. And it's crazy because everybody's like, well, he scored 33 points. Well, you just got to make the guy work for a shot. And I thought Keon did a heck of a job doing that, as well as the rest of our team trying to follow the game plan. But we had a lot of guys step up. Obviously, Kevin was big for us. He opened up the game in a lot of different ways for us. He shot the ball well, made plays for us. Keegan, he was great for us too. He hit a couple of big threes late in the second half, and he looked good shooting the ball, looked confident shooting the ball, so that was fun to see it go in. Even Malik off the bench, with his 8 assists, and Sasha off the bench. But Sasha hadn't played in a game and a half, or whatever it's been, and we called his number and throw him out there, and he hits 2 big threes for us. So that was huge, his contribution. And then obviously Domas, his triple-double. I think he's leading the Sacramento era team in triple-doubles now. He's got a ways to go to catch Oscar Robertson. I don't know if that'll happen at all, but it was fun to see him get that record tonight for the Sacramento Kings. But again, just finding a way, and part of finding a way, Jay Triano is really big on it, but we've been working with our guys to crash the offensive glass, and our guys are starting to come up with the ball. They came up with the ball in the last game, crashing the offensive glass. They came up with the ball tonight, crashing the offensive glass, and again, we get 15 offensive rebounds for 23 second chance points. That's a huge night for us on the glass, especially when the shots weren't going in. So I'm excited for our guys. I'm happy for them because we can play fast. Our offense is going to come because we can shoot the ball. We're willing passers, and guys know how to space and all those things that we talk about offensively. We just got to keep playing the right way while doing it together, and we got to be physical. I mean, absolutely freaking physical and locked in on the defensive end from Jump Street.
Questions? Mike, I'm sure you're as happy as anyone to see both Keegan and Kevin get going, at least with their scoring, but for both of them to turn in double-doubles in addition to Sabonis's triple-double, how much of a lift is that just for the team as a whole, especially with Fox's absence?
I mean, it's huge. Kevin's a big 2 guard, and he's smart. And, for him to go get it like he did and come up with, the 9 rebounds, and then same with Keegan. He's big too, and he's smart. And to see him with 4 offensive rebounds was huge. Those guys, combined the 20 rebounds, that's a big night from our 2 and our 3. And, those guys got to keep hitting the glass for us because it has to be a collective effort. We can't just rely on Domas to get 20 or 18 rebounds every night. We all got to make sure we hit bodies and go get it.
Mike, those two, the struggle for them early in the season has been well documented at this point. Just how good does it see them get through this and come out the other side, and not only that, but how much work has gone on behind the scenes just trying to get Kevin and Keegan right mentally and in the right frame of mind coming into games?
I mean, you know, everybody understands that those guys are great shooters, and, you know, for us, it's just a matter of keeping them uplifted and staying as positive as we can with them, but also pushing them in other areas. And, you know, I push them both. I push them both to defend, I push them both to rebound, I push them both to do little things, and if you're open, to shoot the ball, because I believe in it. If I believe in it, I'm telling you to shoot it, even if you're 1 for 10, and that should give you the comfort level to want to shoot it. And those guys get all the credit because they're the ones that have to figure it out mentally and physically, how to make that thing go in, especially when it's not. And both those guys work hard, getting extra shots, work hard with their coaches getting extra shots, and they've continued to try to find other ways to help us win ball games, even if their shot isn't going in.
Coach, obviously, you're a better team when Fox and Trey Lyles are out there, but getting victories and having these, you know, tight battles with teams. How satisfying is it to see you guys go out and compete without two main pieces?
Well, one thing that you like about it is you keep, you know, when I say you, I keep telling our group that we can be a hell of a team. We can be a great team. And it doesn't matter what five we throw out there. If we play the right way, good things will happen. And, you know, I even said it to our team at the end of the second Houston game when we threw Keon and Alex and Kessler out there. I think maybe Jordan might have been out there. I can't remember the other two guys, but those guys just moved the ball, they cut, they moved bodies, they spaced, and they attacked in transition, they talked and helped one another defensively. I enjoyed watching the last 8-10 minutes of that ball game. And so to me, with the talent in that locker room, it's evident if we stay connected, doesn't matter who the five is out on the floor, we're gonna give ourselves a chance to win. With Foxy and Trey out right now, it just gives other guys opportunities to be put in situations that they've probably never been in. You know, you talk about Keon Ellis on the floor as the point guard, and he's a two-way player in his second year, and he's closing the game against one of the best players in the game at SGA. And, you know, getting those experiences, you know, that's irreplaceable, you know, to be able to do it right now. And then to get those experiences while getting a win, it just ups everybody's confidence level in one another, and it really helps us believe that no matter what five we have out there, if we play the right way, we can get it done.
Kind of along those lines, Mike, is that with the Fox absence, is this about the most cohesive you've kind of seen from your group, even while working your way through struggles and having flashes of great moments? Was tonight kind of maybe the most cohesive in that stretch with no Fox?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good tonight. I thought too, when we played in Golden State about 4 games ago, I thought we did some good things on both ends of the floor, and so it was evident, you know, that in my opinion, if we do play the right way, obviously we're a much better team with Fox, but you know, it's part of what we got to face is the injuries. We were a little lucky last year; we didn't have a ton of them, and so for us to be able to have injuries and find a way to win, like you said, you know, by being connected, it was a lot of fun to be a part of and watch.
Coach, after the second Houston game, you talked about the importance of learning from that adversity.
Yeah.
To what extent would you say those lessons have been applied in the last 2 games in which your team has looked like a totally different team?
I said it, I went on record, you know, it was kind of funny, but my son who works for me, Elijah, thought it was crazy, but I told him, after the second loss, I was like, I kind of like that we're going through this. It's ugly, it doesn't feel good, people are mad, players are mad at me, I'm mad at them, they're mad at the other coaches, and if we expect to be great, this is nothing. We'll fight our way out of this and we'll figure this out, and it'll make us stronger down the road. So to be able to see, the biggest thing for me is to be able to have some hard conversations in front of each other, okay, and look each other in the eye and respect what the next person is saying next to me or in front of me, and still stay connected and still try to do my job to the utmost degree and support whoever's in front of me. I mean, JaVale wasn't playing bad at all right? But Alex had come in that Houston stretch and he played really well, so I wanted to reward him. So I had to go to JaVale and say, JaVale, you're gonna sit down. And JaVale, being a 3-time finals guy, he embraced it. And he's been supporting Alex and whoever else is in front of him. So to have that, not just from JaVale, but from everybody else, is very gratifying to see. And I hope the guys in the locker room understand how big it is and how connected we are, and that we can get through anything if we stay connected, because we got a good enough team. So the adversity, embrace it, stay connected, and keep doing what we're supposed to do, and it'll break sooner or later.
Michelle?
Coach, the first in-season tournament game in the books, did this one feel different? I know the court obviously is different, but did the atmosphere, did the game flow, did anything feel different about this game?
The biggest thing that felt different for me is, you know, usually when I wear my pants, they're a little lower, so they were a little higher. So the top of my ankles were a little colder tonight. This is the coldest the top of my ankles been because of my pants and because of the gentleman in the front who told me that the pants looked good. So I kept them on instead of changing them. That's the biggest thing. The second thing was the court. You know, when you look out there at that court, it feels different for me. You'd have to ask everybody else, but the court makes it feel different. And then you see the in-season tournament cup on the court, and so it has a quote-unquote, I don't know if the intensity is there quite yet, but it has a little bit of a finals feel because of the cup picture on the court. And you know, then from there, you know, you get into the mix of the game, and you kind of forget that what you're playing for. Just like when I've been in the finals before, once the game gets going, it's just you're locked into the game, and you kind of lose sight on how big the game is. But the aesthetics of the whole thing make it, or take it to another level.
First, you asked us how they look, not the functionality.
I respect that. Okay, I respect that. I do respect that.
To start, is it safe to say Keon won the crown?
Keon won the crown, yes, sir.
And then 23 second chance points off those offensive rebounds. When you guys get those boards, what are you looking for after that?
Obviously, if you have an opportunity to put it right back right away, I mean, Keon's offensive rebound was unbelievable. That was one of the most athletic plays I've seen. Yeah, but so if you could put it back right away, great. But you know, when you get an offensive rebound with the shooting we have, that's when we like the dagger threes, and you know, Domus is going to find you. Our guys know to spray that ball off after an offensive rebound if you can't put it back in right away, and so those dagger threes are deflating, because you're not only are you getting an offensive rebound, but now you're knocking down a three. It's tough to bounce back from, and I thought we did a good job with that tonight.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, guys.